Understanding how pornography affects the brain is necessary, but it does not automatically lead to change. Many people understand the problem clearly and still relapse. This happens because knowledge explains why something happens, but does not yet change what the brain does when a trigger appears. Real change begins when understanding is translated into new responses, not just new thoughts. Change does not start with quitting. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that recovery starts with stopping the behavior completely. In reality, lasting change starts before quitting by observing patterns, reducing automatic responses, creating distance between trigger and action. Trying to quit without preparing the brain often leads to frustration and repeated relapse. Identifying triggers without judgment. Triggers are not the problem, they are information. Common triggers include stress, boredom, loneliness, fatigue, late night, isolation, emotional discomfort. Change begins when a person learns to notice these triggers without panic or shame. Awareness weakens automatic behavior by bringing it into conscious space. Creating a pause between urge and action. The brain operates on speed. Habits survive because they happen quickly. Introducing a pause, even a short one, is one of the most powerful steps toward change. A pause disrupts the habit loop and gives the brain a chance to choose differently. This pause does not need to be dramatic. It can be a breath, standing up, changing rooms, delaying action for a few minutes. Small pauses create big neurological shifts over time. Redirecting, not suppressing. Urges. Urges are signals, not commands. Suppressing urges often increases their intensity. Redirecting them reduces their power. The brain needs an alternative outlet for energy, attention, or emotion. Healthy redirection might include physical movement, cold water on the face, writing thoughts down, engaging the senses, short, focused tasks. The goal is not to fight the urge, but to let it pass without acting on it. The role of environment in recovery. The brain responds strongly to environment. Change becomes easier when devices are not always within reach, triggers are reduced in private spaces, night routines are structured, idle time is limited. Environment shapes behavior more than motivation. Adjusting surroundings reduces the need for constant self-control. Building new coping pathways. Pornography often becomes a coping mechanism. Recovery involves teaching the brain new ways to respond to discomfort. This includes learning how to sit with emotions instead of escaping them. New coping pathways must be simple, accessible, repeated consistently. Over time, these new responses weaken old patterns. Progress is measured by awareness, not perfection. Many people quit mentally because they expect immediate perfection. Real progress looks like longer pauses before acting, fewer automatic responses, increased self-awareness, reduce intensity of urges. Setbacks are not failure. They are feedback. Self-compassion as a practical tool. Self-compassion is not indulgence. It is a regulation tool. When the nervous system feels safe, the brain learns faster. Harsh self-criticism increases stress and strengthens habit loops. A calm, patient approach supports long-term change. Change is a process, not an event. Recovery does not happen in a single decision. It happens through repetition, pattern awareness, environmental shifts, emotional regulation. Each small interruption of the habit loop contributes to lasting change. Preparing for the next step. This episode establishes where change begins: awareness, pause, redirection, and environment. The next episode will focus on how to weaken urges over time and reduce their intensity instead of fighting them.